American and British scientists produced the maximum combinations of heat and humidity on the interactive map of the world. The study showed that there are already places where it is not possible to live in the world. American and British scientists created an interactive map of the world, processing the maximum combinations of heat and humidity, which better reflect the climatic load the human body is exposed to, based on the average air temperature for each region. The study, whose results are published in the journal Science Advances, has already revealed that there are places in the world where it is impossible to live. Deadly combinations of high temperature and humidity that transcend physiological limits of human life. It is known that the body is more affected by humidity mixed with heat than dry heat. Many scientific publications on global climate change state that deadly combinations of high temperature and humidity that transcend physiological limits of human life will soon make it impossible to live in some tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Scientists from the Columbia Institute World Institute in the USA and Loughborough University in the UK have decided to clarify how far humanity is approaching this limit, which can lead to mass migration from unfavorable regions and the collapse of national economies. Data of 7,877 weather stations analyzing the data collected by 7,877 meteorology stations located in different parts of the world in the period of 1979 to 2017. Experts focused on hourly-based point data, which allows to detect short-term peaks of extreme values, rather than the average daily temperature and humidity values received for large regions. Researchers have already found that climate parameters in many parts of the world periodically exceed human life limits. Previous researchers had predicted this would be decades later, and we showed that this is now happening, said Colin Raymond, one of the leading names in the research. There are thousands of such points in Asia, Africa, Australia, South and North America. Especially on the shores of the Bosra and the Gulf of Mexico and on the shores of the Indian Ocean, there are many places where warm air absorbs evaporating seawater and generates plenty of moisture. In some regions away from the shore, moist monsoon winds play a similar role. Excessive temperature and humidity attacks doubled during the observation period. The researchers found that extreme temperature and humidity attacks doubled during the observation period, and their frequency was directly related to global warming. Recurring events have been recorded in most of the territory of India, Bangladesh and Pakistan, in northwestern Australia, the Red Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, as well as in California, Southeast Asia, South China, subtropical Africa and part of the Caribbean. A total of 80 points were determined. Scientists uncovered a total of 80 points around the world where the temperature rose above 33 degrees, with special measurements, as a result of which most of the meteorological stations were not located in dense urban areas, where the accumulation of concrete and asphalt further increased the effect. These measurements show that parts of the world are much closer than expected to reach an unbearable heat, said Raymond. Before that, our security share was considered to be much higher in this regard.